Speaking of quality merchandise, wow, thanks for commenting on my amazing shirt, Stephanie.
Oh my gosh, your shirt is amazing.
Wow, which is available right below this video. Quality game theory merch.
This one's white.
Ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not.
This one's gonna be red.
Look, it's like a loot box. Which one are we gonna get today? Here we go.
Come on, red, come on. Yes!
Yeah!
Woo!
Woo! Red dragon fruit. We used 122 grams of honey, giving us 100 grams of sugar, and 130 grams of dragon fruit, giving us an additional 10 grams of sugar, thereby amounting to 110 grams total. Just call us Chef P. Chef P as in Patrick.
Chef P as in precision.
Chef P as in pretty cool.
I think we should keep moving on with the recipe now.
Okay. Next up, we needed 40 grams of fiber. We already have 4 from the honey and dragon fruit, so we still need 36. The only other ingredient on the list that contains any fiber is the garlic, which has 0.2 grams per garlic, so we just need to add 180 cloves? Oh, geez. This is already starting to break down. I'm not putting that much garlic in here, so we'll just do the rest of the recipe and see how it goes. The rest of the ingredients are distilled vinegar, water, Himalayan salt, and sunflower seed oil before we get to the less than 2% ingredients. If we go by the 1 gram of fat per serving, then that means there's only 1 gram of sunflower oil in there. That's pure fat. Patrick.
Chef P as in precision.
Oops. Oh, geez. This is already starting to break down. I'm not putting that much garlic in here, so we'll just do the rest of the recipe and see how it goes. The rest of the ingredients are distilled vinegar, water, Himalayan salt, and sunflower seed oil before we get to the less than 2% ingredients. If we go by the 1 gram of fat per serving, then that means there's only 1 gram of sunflower oil in there. That's pure fat. so that's 10 grams of oil. Though watching the video of Chef P making the sauce, we seem to disagree on the amount of oil there, P. But I'm gonna continue going by the numbers that you have listed on your official nutrition label. Anyway, we did the same for vinegar and water and about 3 grams of Himalayan salt based on the sodium listed in the nutrition facts. Finally, the less than 2% of ingredients, we added 6 grams of spices, which were chili flakes and onion powder, 5 grams of citric acid, a small splash of milk, and lemon juice. After all of that, we were still missing a massive amount of fiber. For the sake of our taste buds and Raleigh, North Carolina's garlic supply, I just added 2 cloves and called it a day. Then we blended it all up and hoped for the best. It's worth pointing out that again, the ingredients are supposed to be listed by the amount used proportionally on the recipe. Our order came out very differently, but in truth, it's just not possible to satisfy these nutritional requirements with the ingredients as they're currently written out.
We're getting ready to blend. We'll get a sense of what color this actually is.
Also, before I try this stuff, you have gotta subscribe. I am putting my life on the line for you. Look at this. This is disgusting, but I'm testing it for science and for your enjoyment. So if that's not worth a hit of that subscribe button, I don't know what is. Subscribing is free, a stark contrast from the amount of medical attention I'm gonna need after this episode. At first glance, one thing was certain. This was not the sauce that Chef P is using. The color is purple, not the Kirby pink that we were hoping for. Dragon fruit, while it provides color, is a watery fruit and left us with a runny broth, not a finger-licking sauce. So, not a great start visually, but remember, flavor-wise, we're looking for something that's close to a sweet ranch. And,
Wow, that is a trip for your taste buds.
Oh man.
It is sweet on the front end. It is garlicky throughout.
I'm not a squeamish or picky person. I do not enjoy that flavor.
it sorta had that going for it if you squint really hard, but it lacked any kind of creaminess because again, it has no binding agent or ingredient that creates a sticky, creamy texture. I gotta admit, so far Chef P is failing her mission to, as the bottle says, excite my taste buds and thrill me with their creativity. The only thing creative about all this is their creative interpretation of the meaning of numbers. So, in order to try and get a creamier texture with a color that better resembled pink sauce, I went rogue and took 2 different approaches. First, I added some mayonnaise to the mixture that we already made. Why mayo? Well, you see this right here, sitting next to Chef P in this video? I mean, what is that ingredient? It's white and it's viscous, which honestly doesn't apply to any other ingredient in the sauce. It's not mashed garlic, because you can see the garlic cloves floating there in the literal vat of oil that she created in the blender. In fact, I suspect that mayo may be acting as more than just an ingredient. You notice the yellow-capped squeeze bottles that the pink sauce comes packaged in? Why wouldn't your pink sauce have, I don't know, a pink lid? Yellow is nowhere to be found in her brand, unless your main ingredient is mayonnaise and you happen to have a ton of these yellow-capped bottles just sitting around. Repurpose the old mayo bottles, wipe off the label, boom! You've got yourself a brand new product. Anyway, I figured the mayo would help build a nice stable creaminess where it's lacking right now. It tasted...
I definitely taste the vinegar. I definitely taste the garlic. And I get a little bit of the honey, but not really very much.
For the other approach, I got serious. I knew that we were looking for a sweet ranch flavor, so why not just cut to the chase? I mixed our buddy Hidden Valley Ranch, #NotSpawn, and the dragon fruit together.
So, our sauces are all mixed up.
Yep.
Now it's just time for the taste test.
So on this side we have our ranch, which has all of the great seasonings and spices, garlic, vinegar. It's got everything already in there. So all we did was add fruit. And basically we've got some nice fruity ranch.
So really, this is ranch plus dragon fruit.
Yes, ranch plus dragon fruit, that's it.
Great.
On this
Easy.
side, we have sort of the opposite. So we have the plain mayonnaise, nothing in it, but we added our whole mixture to it. So in this one, our fruit mixture has the vinegar and the honey and the salt and the garlic and all of that. So we came to a similar color and consistency on both sides.
I was gonna say, from a coloring standpoint, this is pretty much the quintessential pink sauce.
And from a texture standpoint, it seems to be about what we see on TikTok.
Yeah, from the ranch. I mean, it's ranch. It's great.
Oh yeah, that just tastes like ranch.
It's just ranch.
You can't taste any of the fruit. You see the pink, but you don't taste anything remotely pink. It tastes like ranch, which is lovely. Who wouldn't like ranch?
Honestly, everyone's making a big deal about like, no, why does it cost $20 for one of these bottles? It's because she's buying this plus like a $5 fruit. A dragon fruit's expensive.
They are. They're really expensive.
Each one's $5. You gotta charge a lot for that.
Yeah. Okay, ready? We're gonna go for the
Yep.
mayo plus mixture.
Yep.
I kind of like it.
It's pretty good.
So ashamed of myself right now.
It's a sweet mayo. It's mayo with a kick.
You definitely still don't taste the dragon fruit.
No.
In either one.
Absolutely not.
So the main ingredient in both of these is the mayo and the ranch.
Yeah.
The other stuff is just seasonings, and then the
If
color.
that.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing
Honestly.
that this dragon fruit is even doing is just color. That's nothing else. So what I think we need to do is actually combine these two guys to get the final pink sauce.
And then we'll dunk some chicken.
Yeah.
That is the silverware drawer. I don't
Do you
why I
know?
turned
Do you
to it.
know where things are?
I do.
It's your kitchen,
I
man.
do, but I'm on camera and I choked under
Oh my
pressure.
god. Oh, that's it. That's it. It's sweet ranch.
So this is it. Homemade pink sauce. Plus, you can refrigerate it at home.
Hey!
Which is a big win. That way you can get a viral video without the virus. Only one thing left to do. The chicken test.
Boop.
Slather it in there like
Oh
she does in the
yeah. Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
videos. Acceptable.
So what is the pink sauce? Well, we can say for certain that it's not what's listed on the label. Very clearly, there's a major thickening or binding agent that's in this sauce that's just outright missing from the labeling. From here, we have to enter into the realm of speculation, but having spent the last week testing the sauce and zooming and enhancing every video of it I can find, I believe the actual recipe for the sauce is a combination of both of our tests. If it tastes like sweet ranch, Occam's razor, folks, it may just be full of ranch. The heat that people talk about is from the chili powder, like Chef P says herself on TikTok. Then there's a bit of sweetness from the honey that she shows in her oh-so-helpful infographic. That leaves us with only one thing left, the color. Now, on her TikTok, she shows red dragon fruit being used. This video, by the way, looks and sounds like a murder basement. Now, to be fair, red dragon fruit does produce a deep red color, so maybe she really is using the fruit as it's listed in the ingredients. That said, it's pretty far down the ingredients list, and what we found was that we had to add a heck of a lot of the stuff in order to achieve the color that we were going for. Dragon fruit is also an expensive ingredient, and it's adding a lot of work just to achieve the color. That said, if we use dragon fruit powder, which you can buy on Amazon, we actually had to use much less. It made things much more cost effective, and we didn't have to change the flavor of the sauce at all. So, pink sauce, it's basically just ranch, honey, dragon fruit powder, and a little chili. Maybe some mayo thrown in there for extra creaminess, and the bottle. So why lie about your ingredients? Well, the recipe for pink sauce isn't rocket science, and neither is the question. When you experience even a glimmer of fame on the internet, you know that you have a very short window of time to make something out of it. Looking at Chef P's TikTok pre-sauce, you can see that she was already posting regularly, creating formats for herself, building a personal brand. She wasn't a person who accidentally became famous on the internet. She very intentionally became famous on the internet and then tried to capitalize on it. Was she ready to launch a sauce brand? No, clearly not. Again, we're way out of theory land and pretty far into speculation land at this point, but my guess is that she saw a 1 in a million opportunity and was so afraid of losing it that she rushed in and cut corners, both in the labeling and in the quality of the product that she was producing. She was afraid of losing her niche, so she refused to share her ingredients just in case someone came in and scooped her sauce along the way. At the end of the day, don't buy the pink sauce, duh, but also don't really buy stuff in general from people you might not be able to trust on the internet. Feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but here we are, friends. If you'd like to try the pink sauce, then make your own. It's not hard, we gave you basically the recipe here. And remember, the next time you see Pepto-Bismol in a bottle being peddled online, maybe you just give that one a strong pass. But hey, that's just a theory. A food theory. Bon appetit.
She has this
Welcome back to LEGO Star Wars meme sets. Today we have part 4 of the series, and without further ado, let's jump right into this. So, first off, we're going to be doing the one that is in the thumbnail, which is, of course, the minifigures for this set. Of course, the first one being our favorite Luke Skywalker minifigure, the Farm Boy Luke, and then we have Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru in their dead variants. They're skeletons, very cool looking skeletons. Gotta say, they really nailed the whole burnt down homestead vibe. The land speeder is probably the best land speeder we've ever seen. So yeah, I'd probably pick up the set just for the land speeder because it's so good. Credits for this image go to whatever that guy's name is, the watermarks on the image, and really nice. I like these steaming like clouds. I don't know how hard that's going to be to build, but it looks really, really nice. Anyway, let's go to the next set, which is, of course, if it'll load here, Dead Obi-Wan Kenobi. So this is after the duel between him and Vader in A New Hope, and he sacrifices himself for Luke. I think this would be a great set because you could army build the capes and get capes for all of your favorite Jedi, plus some extra lightsaber hilts, so I mean, why not? One qualm I do have with this set is that it does not include a hood piece, which that makes it inaccurate because he had a hood and a cape, aka a cloak, so this doesn't make sense at all. So that is one thing I would definitely fix about this, but other than that, pretty good set, and I'm gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10. Let's get to the next set here, which I actually really, really like this set. It is so unique and so different than any other LEGO Star Wars set, even the meme sets. Darth Maul's legs. Now, they could have added some dual molded legs or something interesting to keep it nice, but I guess, just plain black legs works because that is accurate to the film and the source material. Looks very, very nice. Nice box art explosion in the background. Not really box art, it's a poly bag, but I think this would be probably one of my favorite poly bags because I've been a little short on black legs to use on my minifigures that really help and to make any dark side figures. So yeah, very nice set, great for army building, and I could definitely recommend if it ever came out with some nice Darth Maul box art, or, polybag art, I guess you could say, to fit the whole set theme. Anyway, next up, we have probably one of the best ones here, which is the Greedo polybag. Dead. So it's dead Greedo, right? It's after Han, controversially shoots first. So he has a nice hole in his chest, very nice detail of the minifigure. Also, the eyes of Greedo are closed because, you know, he's dead. It makes sense with Blaster still in hand, so you do get a nice blaster for the accessories, and it's a really nice polybag. I could definitely see myself picking up 1 or 300 of these, and it'd be a nice addition to my Greedo army. Anyway, yeah, it's just some nice polybag art. I mean, it's the outdated, like, 2015 art, or 2014, whatever year that was, but whatever. Let's get into the next set. So here we have the final set of the video. Probably my favorite. No, not. I'll do second favorite. My favorite was the home set. So this is my favorite set, or my other favorite set, and that is the Slaughtered Youngling. So this is actually the best army building polybag for the video. Do you want to know why? This is why. Because there are no Youngling minifigures to date, right? The only Jedi I think we've ever gotten, or something close to a Jedi with short legs, was a young Anakin from the Phantom Menace, and this would definitely be a step up from that because we get an entire Youngling minifigure. It would be nice if they had a lightsaber and their little, like, training helmets or a hood or something, but I guess hair pieces are fine too. You know, it's probably the one who talks to Anakin right before.
Missing characters. The LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga developers at TT Games were very clear right from the start that this was a game focused on the Skywalker Saga, those 9 films, and there wouldn't be much content outside of those. So for example, if you're a big fan of Asajj Ventress, Captain Rex, Cad Bane, any Star Wars Rebels character, then they're not in the game. Sorry guys. There was a hope for a while that we'd be getting more DLC down the track, that there were going to be more character packs, perhaps a Clone Wars pack, a Rebels pack, who knows what else. And they did deliver a few. We got the Solo pack, Rogue One, Bad Batch, but so many of our favorites are still missing. Now this is not where I have a problem. They laid out their intentions right from the start, said we're not going to focus on that, it's about the Skywalker Saga, and that's the content that's going to be in the game. But how can you have a game where you decide to include a Clone Wars character like Mama the Hutt, but not have Captain Rex, not have Cad Bane? How does that make sense? That's LEGO Star Wars for you people. Quirky as ever and ridiculously confusing. I'm yet to unlock Mama the Hutt, and the day I do, boy. If you enjoyed this clip, you can watch the full video here. Now this is not where I have a problem. They laid out their intentions right from the start, said we're not going to focus on that, it's about the Skywalker Saga, and that's the content that's going to be in the game. But how can you have a game where you decide to include a Clone Wars character like Mama the Hutt, but not have Captain Rex, not have Cad Bane? How does that make sense? That's LEGO Star Wars for you people. Quirky as ever and ridiculously confusing. I'm yet to unlock Mama the Hutt, and the day I do, boy. If you enjoyed this clip, you can watch the full video here.